Hello, welcome to We Rate Dogs. It's in the title. This is Nellie. She couldn't choose between yellow or pink, so she went with both. 13 out of 10, phenomenal decision. Hello, you spectacular spatula. Welcome back to EmKay. It's your boy, Jack. Welcome back to another episode of Mademesmile. You should know what it's all about by now, so I'm not gonna dibber-dabber any longer. Feel-good photo of the day. This woman adopted this 20-year-old cat from a shelter because she didn't want him to spend the end of his life alone in a cage. Ah, very smart. Adopt them when they're too old to live very long, so that way you don't grow too much of an attachment. See, this lady's thinking ahead of time. That and, yeah, I guess it's a nice thing to do for the cat. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Ah, finally, a legitimate response to use whenever someone asks me it now. Man built custom kayak so he could take his dogs on adventures. See, this right here is how you be a responsible pet owner. Whenever I see Arnie, I always wonder, is it weird to be so overwhelmingly smitten with him like this, or is this just normal when we see him? So many of my life goals and motivation have come from him. He got me into lifting years ago. When I was full load due to COVID, I would go hour walks daily and listen to his audiobook twice. I looked up to this guy and listened to him as if he was my own father, and he doesn't know I exist. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm grateful. What's even crazier is he's helped out other people like me that I've never met either. What a guy.
Oh, thank you. These are my favorite messages. Keep up your fantastic attitude and keep pumping. You never know who you are inspiring.
Oh, by the way, that just happened to be Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. Very, very true with that last line, though. That's why I'm trying to post a bit more of my own social stuff. I might not feel like I'm doing much with myself or really making any progress, but to someone else, I probably am. And them seeing you give it a try will hopefully make that person want to give it a try too. Lift each other up, not put each other down. I met a little boy who has lost his arm because of tuberculosis, and he told me I wasn't worried because Luke lost his hand. I think we can mutually agree that we all feel like Kelly Murray right now. Personal win! I've been struggling with ongoing grief and depression, and some health issues that keep me in bed most of the time. I managed to make it out of bed to finish and sell this piece. It's hard to part with him, but I am so proud that I did it. His name is Vigo the Carpathian. Yo, I was expecting like something the size of, an A4 piece of paper, maybe A3. That is, wow. If at least one person likes your art, consider that piece of art a success, even if that one person is you. Every Thursday, my daughter gets so excited to stand out on the sidewalk and wave to her favorite trash man. Last week, she decided that she wanted to bring him a homemade muffin. To our surprise, it just so happened that the Thursday she picked was his birthday. He said it was the only gift he received. The smile on both of their faces were priceless. I have good news and bad news. Bad news first. Our son made a mess in the sink. We don't have a son. Meet Baxter! Hi, this is DoorDash connecting you to your customer for updates about their order. Hi, if you could drop my order off in the office and pretend to be my parent, that would be greatly appreciated. Well, I'm 27 and look young. I don't know if I can pull off the parent role. Sibling? My school will yell at me if I DoorDash. Gotcha, I'm big bro now. Oh my god, thank you so much. Buddy, 1928 to 1941. Born a dog, died a gentleman. Personal win! At 32 and at the beginning of a global pandemic, breast cancer took over my life. A few weeks ago, at 33, I was able to say, "Not today, cancer!" Officially cancer-free! With a very polite message to cancer in general. Beautiful. Forgot to censor that last word, didn't you though, buddy? I am laughing so hard. I was trying to take cute pictures, and she saw the neighborhood cat she fights with.
Get away from the photo!
Oh, it's
Get
fine.
away from the photo!
It's fine.
I will catch you!
Today, in a Zoom class, my professor casually mentioned her cat, and one brave student spoke up. To everyone. Show cat. When I was about 8, I met DMX when I was selling Girl Scout cookies outside of a grocery store. He bought 2 boxes and chatted with my mum and I for an hour. I told him I was trying to win a cookie selling contest. He took out his wallet and bought about $500 worth of cookies. Good on him, whoever he is. I'm just gonna Google that quickly. He's a rapper. Oh, he died! What? No! Wholesome memes, back to the wholesome. Elephants' brains react to humans the same way that humans' brains react to puppies. They think we are cute. My life has had no greater joy than knowing elephants think I'm cute. My 6-year-old burst into tears and said he was too sick to go to school when we got in the car this morning. It was clear that he was not sick, but he's never done that before, so welcome to your first mental health day, dude. We going to Target and watching movies and eating muffins. My child got sent to Zoom detention for not paying attention in Zoom 4th grade. Email said, here's the link to access the room to serve detention. I swear I'm trying so hard to take this life seriously. The world is awful and Twitter is weird, but I was with my 2.5-year-old niece at the museum today, and when we saw the wounded dinosaur model illustrating predation, she insisted on hugging it to make it feel better. Oh, you sweet thing never change. Doggo! Someone threw this dog away. My friend found him on the highway. Skin and bones. About 35 pounds at about 8 months. He's now an 85-pound Rot Lab mix, and there was never been a quieter, more polite, better-mannered boy! And he's been mine forever since I set eyes on him. 4 years in July. Well, I know dogs are just generally beautiful creatures, but look at those eyes.
Excuse me, but are you aware of Lenu, the Finnish president's dog?
No, I am not aware, but I am very thankful for the exposure. Okay, this right here, hands down, best card design ever. Game's over. We're done, folks. We're wrapping it up here. Winner. Here's your medal. Take it. Here's another medal too, because I love you. Can we also appreciate the artist's expertise in showing the dog's face? I really feel like the dog's owner as he's walking into their house with muddy feet, and he's just looking at me like,
Are you mad? Well, you're not yelling, so I'm going to assume you're not mad.
My boss called me Tyrone on accident. My name is Tyrant. She apologized and bought me lunch to make up for it. I didn't think twice about it, since I'm used to getting called every variant of Ty, fill in the blank here. Then later on, I read a quote she keeps in her work area that made me feel kinda special. During my second month of nursing school, our professor gave us a pop quiz. I was a conscientious student and had breezed through the questions until I read the last one. What is the first name of the woman who cleans the school? Surely this was some kind of joke. I had seen the cleaning woman several times. She was tall, dark-haired, in her 50s, I think. But how would I know her name? I handed in my paper, leaving the last question blank. Before the class ended, one student asked if the last question would count toward our quiz grade. Absolutely, said the professor. In your careers, you will meet many people. All are significant. They deserve your attention and care, even if all you do is smile and say hello. I've never forgotten that lesson. I also learned her name was Dorothy. Well, clearly you didn't learn it well enough if you're messing up the name still. Do I like my legs smooth, or do I just want to wear shorts without getting weird looks? Do I need support? Or am I just uncomfortable when people stare at my nipples? Do I like long hair? Or am I just worried about appearing less feminine? Would it be so scary not to care at all?
Wholesome moments.
I just had lunch with an Iranian friend who is a workplace neighbor. We had Iranian lunch and I paid for it, and he promised to take me out for biryani this week to return the favor. Just two immigrants sharing their food and culture over lunch. Hey, nice man. There's the simple things, you know? This dude just randomly approached me and asked if I wanted to play two-player Game Boy with him. Stop, buy me a drink first. Oh. My dad was killed in the line of duty 10 months before I graduated college, so guys from his station came and surprised me at my graduation. Don't just brush over the sad thing so quickly. Doesn't give me the time to grieve over it and then be happy for you at the end. Can't tell if I should be sad or happy for you right now. Got a dog to guard the house, but then he's very submissive. I see what he's doing. He knows that his cute cuddliness is a human's weakness. He knows what he's got. He knows that no house intruder could dare resist the temptation of sitting down and cuddling him for hours. Well played, Floof. Well played. Personal win! I finally found a healthy relationship after a series of unhealthy ones. Cheers to being content in my 30s. You ladies and your subtle ways of implying how you like to be choked. Wear this bikini, Steve. What? Just do it. This man lost his 16-year-old son in a car wreck. He decided to donate his son's organs, including his heart. So the heart recipient sent his dad a surprise gift, a teddy bear with a recording of his son's heart.
Nope, back in you go, Tears, not today.
Meanwhile, in the wonderful world of Middle-earth, I've been sitting in this for a while, but here goes. When my father was young, he wrote a letter to Christopher Tolkien, asking if it would be possible for The Hobbit to be published in Erebor runes. Of course, he never got a reply, as who would be stupid enough to sit there and translate an entire book into a fictional alphabet? I was. I sat at my desk for 8 hours every day for 4 months, handwriting the entire of The Hobbit into Erebor runes for his Christmas present. It is full of mistakes and errors, but it remains one of the things I am most proud of. I just bought my first house. It took a lot of saving and watching my credit like a hawk, but I pulled through. Hey, welcome to the property market, sir. Thinking about my granddad in hospital, aged 94, when he said, "When you see my lights start to go out, will you dance for me?" So I did, and I did it with commitment. And he said to the nurses, "Don't mind her. She's just my whole world, and I've asked her to see me on my way." But why is there still this concept that males don't like cute, mushy, romantic stuff and being emotionally taken care of? Just the other day, I was cuddling with my boyfriend, and after admiring him for a while, I told him, "Your eyes are so beautiful. They look like mini oceans." And I swear to God, I heard him squeak in embarrassment and saw his cheeks actually begin to blush. Hey, sometimes he likes being the little spoon, and although I'm half his size, I'm always happy to play jetpack. If he's having a bad day, he knows he can lay his head on my shoulder and just bawl his eyes out, and I won't think any less of him. Guys have emotional needs and want to feel loved and taken care of too, you know.
Oh, do this stuff.
Fun fact, Jaden Smith launches a free vegan food truck for less fortunate people in LA. That, and Jaden Smith is also providing clean water for Flint as well as feeding the homeless healthy food. Will and Jada have the best parenting skills. Pick taken 3 years ago, at the height of my depression and obsessive compulsive disorder, convinced I had no future. Today, one of 12 students receiving the acceptance letter to my dream biology uni, where I plan to major in molecular genetics and behavioral neurology. Don't know if this is common, but was sitting at a bar with a band. It was noisy and crowded. Some girl comes up next to me where I was sitting and tells the bartender, "Excuse me, but I just saw that guy, the customer right there, put something in that girl's drink." I didn't see the guy she pointed to. Bartender turns around and said something, I suspect a code word to somebody, and bam! Immediately all the lights go on. The manager steps on stage, stops the band, and makes the following announcement. "Attention, we have a report that someone in this room possibly drugged a young lady's drink. We request that all women here immediately put down your drink and don't take another sip. We will replace your drink for free. If you are that young lady, we will notify you when you come to the bar. If anyone is feeling sick or weak, please let us know." Wow. Lights stayed on, band remained off. For a long time, maybe an hour. Cheers from the crowd and nobody complained. Don't know what the guy did because I didn't know which guy it was. That place rocks. This is super wholesome, but I feel like that could easily be taken advantage of. I don't want to put down a good communal moment, but I could see so many people using this as a way to get free drinks.
This is Michael. Michael gave me a line. It had his number, then proceeded to say,
It's the pickup line.
hashtag get you a Michael.
She said, "Mom, look," and struck this pose. Best kid ever.
I love you, Mason.
Who is this?
Grandma.
I'm sorry, Grandma, but my name is Ian. I think you got the wrong number, but I love you too. This was nice to get.
Lol, sorry. Thought this was my grandson's number. Lol.
It's okay. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.
Oh, you too.
I married my best friend today.
No.
Shout out to Tom from MySpace. Homie cashed his check and bounced. He never tried to influence elections, be an advocate for free speech, purchase competitors, sell our information, or any of that. Just taught us all some basic HTML and rolled out.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very good point.
Thanks, Tom, for not being a reptile.
From the Hilton Garden Inn. Good day. We saw that your game was still running, so we saved it for you. That way you didn't lose any progress. It also downloaded the new update for you. Have fun swimming and have a great summer.
This package was delivered by Dal.
Something tells me this Hilton employee is a bit familiar with the old, video games.
Fun life hack. If you're opposed to gay marriage, you can simply say no when a gay person proposes to you. Follow me for more life tips. He turned 15 this year, still turns back to make sure I'm still there. 10 years ago, I said one day. Yesterday, I said day one. Good news! I got my post-chemo pre-mastectomy photos back.
Oh yeah, well done to you.
Seriously good on you though for fighting that fight. Be me. Sad, depressed, suicidal thoughts. Dad notices, thinks it's because of my siblings, thinks I don't get enough attention, takes me to the planetarium every other weekend because I love space, falls asleep every time because he's working 12 hours a day. He always takes me. Still alive, thanks Dad. My pop's doing his dissertation for his PhD from Howard at 70 years old. Oh, what a trooper. Good on you, mate. I definitely think he didn't imagine he'd be doing this at 70. Never too late to start something, folks. I just found out I got into every grad program I applied to. After 5 years of avoiding this process altogether because I was so scared of rejection. How are you so smart and good at things? A lady in the store tried convincing my daughter to buy a doll because dinosaurs are for boys. So my 5-year-old roared at her. I'm not even embarrassed.
Sleepy Cat Books. Can you guess why we called it that?
$20 says they invested in some sort of heating for the bottom of those windows.
It is warm here, so I sleep.
Personal win. 1 year sober from alcohol. I never thought I'd be able to post this, but here it is. Life isn't perfect, but holy smokes is it so much better. Yes, sir. Look at that clean cut. More personnel wins. Had 2 successes this week. Got my second dose of the vaccine and had my first real math lesson. I grew up with a bad education, so I'm excited to start on algebra next week and continue learning. Take this as a daily reminder to be humble for your privileged, decent education. Oh yes, I've seen this beautiful, somber but bittersweet collage. They went to every single football game for years on end. Pretty sure it was like decades, so when they eventually passed, of course, it was only fair for the stadium to commemorate them. It took a lot of patience, but I'm finally 5 years on T and couldn't be happier. Keep your head up, guys. It's worth it. Yeah, I don't think many people realize just how long and strenuous it can be to go through this kind of process. It's not just ducking into a surgery after all. It's a long time. So well done to you. I admire your patience. I am not that. I do not have that skill. 2 sisters and a brother got matching tats. Sugar, spice, and everything man. These are the key ingredients to making perfect siblings. Can you guess which one would be mine? That's right, Bubbles, because I'm pasty white. So, my kids figured out the password to my wife's computer and have been sending me these texts as if they were from her. The kids deserve device time. They have been going through a tough stretch of school. They have been good at dealing with this all. Just a random thought. Love ya. Talk about the Roblox. I think we should let the kids do their Roblox or whatever during school. It's been a bumpy road this year and they deserve it. Love ya. God created therapists. It is okay to see one. Hey, thank you, backwards named best boy. Saw a post online about using cheap curtain rods to display at store toy monster trucks. All done for like $20. I'd say my kid is pretty excited. Yo, that... Wow! Childhood complete. Wolverine's healing ability can't save me from COVID, but the vaccine can. Get it?
Yes, Mr. Stud McStud.
You be gentle on that arm, sir. That is an Aussie boy toy you are fondling right now.
Bored mothers all around the world are writhing in jealousy. Katie Carrico, I butchered her name, is a 65-year-old researcher, an immigrant who rarely got grants, never got her own lab, never earned more than $60K. But for 4 decades, she kept working on mRNA, a path considered foolish. Her work is the basis for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. She sounds like the Vincent van Gogh of the medical
3
fields.
weeks, 52 weeks. Either way, I am fine with this.
I was outside chopping wood when my 12-year-old daughter came out and said,
Dad, do you want to see what I drew?
wait, that's actually really good. Props to her. That's a style I like. Like, she hasn't actually colored everything in, but it looks colored in. Speaking of coloring in things, today's fan art is by Cat Lord Bobbert II. You guys never stop coming up with these ridiculously amazing names. They made a Lego hand and made it do the EmKay hand. Yeah, you know what? I think it counts as fan art. Have my uncomfortable lick of approval. Thank you for the fan art, Cat Lord Bobbert II. And remember, if you yourself would like to see your fan art in the next video, you can always post it on the EmKay subreddit. Because if you haven't picked up by now, that's Pretty obvious where we get them from. Now, that is the end of today's good feelies. I hope you are feeling the goods. If not, just restart the video and watch it again until it works. Otherwise, prove that you're gonna give life one more go by liking this video. And subscribe so you're always looking forward to what new content we can bring you the next day. Cause hey, that's what life really is half the time, just looking forward to tomorrow. For now, it is my time to sign off. Hope you had a good one. My name has been Jack, the snacky snack that smells Becky Beck, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye-bye!